Listen closely, everyone, because today marks the day when you stop living in the shadows. For far too long, you've allowed life to dictate your terms, to hold you captive in a world built by others. But here, now, today, you are about to break free. Every single one of us has faced the weight of expectations. We've all worn the masks that others forced upon us. You've stayed silent when your soul screamed to be heard. You've apologized for the things you should have celebrated. You've begged for validation from people who never understood your worth. You've begged for answers that never came, only to be left with your own doubts, wondering if you were ever enough. But let me tell you this right now. The moment you stop begging for someone else's approval is the moment you reclaim your life. The chains that bound you were never real. They were illusions built by others, made of words, made of lies, made of fear. The only thing that kept you locked in that cage was the belief that you couldn't escape. But today, you will see the truth. You were always free. You were never bound to anyone or anything. The key was always in your hand. You were simply too blinded by their expectations to realize it. You see, the illusion is powerful. The illusion that someone else can give you permission to be who you were always meant to be. The illusion that their validation is what determines your worth. They made you believe that without them, you were nothing. But the reality is this: you were always something. You were always someone worthy of respect, of love, of every opportunity you've ever dreamed of. They thought you were weak. They thought they could break you with their lies, their criticism, their empty promises. They thought they were the reason you stayed. They thought you needed them to survive. But now you see the truth. They never had control over you. Your strength was never tied to their approval. The moment they tried to break you was the moment they unknowingly set you free. And now they will wonder. They will wonder how it all slipped away from their grasp. How, despite everything they did, you walked away without a single word. How you didn't beg. How you didn't crumble. How you didn't fall into their trap. And the truth? The truth is simple. You stopped seeking their approval because you realized you never needed it. You stopped asking for permission to be who you are because you knew deep down you already had everything you needed. They can't fathom it. They can't wrap their heads around how you did it, how you walked away with such strength, with such resolve, without once looking back, without needing an explanation or begging for validation, how you turned your back on the lies they fed you, on every expectation they placed upon your shoulders, like chains meant to keep you tethered to them. But you knew. You always knew. The hardest part wasn't leaving. It was finally realizing the truth. The hardest part was realizing that you were the one who held the power. The hardest part was coming face to face with the realization that you didn't need anyone to tell you your worth, that your worth was yours to define, to protect, to reclaim at any moment. And now, as you stand on the other side of it, as you embrace your newfound freedom, everything looks different, clearer. The lies that once shackled your heart have unraveled. The manipulations that were once your chains have fallen away. You're no longer bound to them, no longer confined by their distorted truths. The weight that once pressed on your chest the fog that clouded your vision, it's all gone. For the first time in a long time, you can breathe again. You stand tall in your truth, in your power, and nothing, not their words, not their guilt trips, can take that from you. But they will try. They will come at you from every angle. They will reach out, cloaked in empty promises, dressed in manipulative words, meant to make you doubt yourself, to make you feel guilty for finding your strength. They'll try to make you question your decision, to make you feel like you owe them some explanation for stepping into your truth. But remember this, and let it echo deep within you. They can't break you, not anymore. They can't take back what they never truly possessed. The power you've reclaimed is yours, and nothing, no one, can take it from you. You were never weak. You were never broken, no matter how hard they tried to convince you otherwise. You were always stronger than they could ever comprehend. They tried to make you feel small, insignificant, as though you needed them to survive, to thrive. But the truth they feared, the truth that terrified them, was the moment you would realize that you didn't need them at all. When you stopped depending on them, when you stopped looking for their approval, when you stopped seeking answers from people who never had them, you became a force that couldn't be controlled. And that moment of realization, the moment when you understood that your strength was already within you, left them defenseless. They feared this moment. They feared the day you would no longer need their permission, their validation, their empty words. Because when you stopped needing them, they realized they had nothing left to offer you. And that was their greatest fear, being irrelevant. You will never be the same person again. The person who once sought validation from others, the person who begged for answers, the person who apologized for simply existing, is gone. In their place is a new version of you, stronger, wiser, and completely aware of your worth. This version of you doesn't beg for permission, doesn't explain why they deserve love, respect, or success. You demand what's yours, and you take it unapologetically. This is not the end of your journey. This is just the beginning. You are standing at the threshold of something greater. This is the moment when you fully embrace your power. When you stop pretending to be small, stop shrinking yourself to fit into someone else's world. You are stepping into your true potential, and from this moment on, there is no going back. The key to your freedom was never in their hands. It was always within you, waiting for the day when you would wake up to the truth. It was always there, buried beneath the lies, beneath the manipulation, beneath the pain. And when you found it, when you realized that you had the power to walk away, to choose yourself, that was the moment everything shifted. You don't owe them anything. Not explanations, not apologies, not your time, not anymore. You have already given them more than they deserve. Your silence, your absence, your strength, and that is more than enough. As you move forward now, as you begin to step into a new version of yourself, remember this. You have unlocked a potential that was always yours. You are no longer bound by their expectations, their judgments, or their manipulations. You are free. And the more you walk in that freedom, the more you realize how unstoppable you are. There will be those who try to pull you back into the past, those who will tell you that you're making a mistake, that you can't do it on your own. Let them talk. Let them say whatever they want. You've already proven to yourself that you don't need them. You've already realized that you are capable of surviving and thriving without their approval. And now that you've claimed your freedom, there is no going back. You've crossed a line, and you can never unsee the truth that you hold the key to your own destiny. You were never bound to them. You were always meant for more. You are no longer a prisoner to their lies, their manipulation, their empty promises, their expectations, their judgments. None of it holds any power over you anymore. The road ahead may not always be easy. It may be filled with obstacles, moments of doubt, and even times of loneliness. But one thing is certain: that road is yours to walk. And with each step you take, you walk with the knowledge that you are enough. You are worthy of everything you've ever wanted. You are worthy of peace. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of success. The future that awaits you is not a future shaped by their rules or their limitations. It's a future defined by your own dreams, your own goals, your own vision for who you are and who you want to become. And as you walk down this path, you will no longer seek approval from those who never saw your true worth. You will no longer wait for their validation. You have found your own strength. You have learned to trust yourself, to believe in yourself, and to stand firm in your own power. Let them wonder. Let them ask themselves why you didn't beg for their approval. Let them search for answers, looking for some reason why you didn't fall back into their trap, why you didn't give in. Let them wonder why you didn't crumble when they thought you would. Let them ask themselves why you didn't beg for them to see your value, for them to change, for them to finally love and appreciate you the way you deserve. The truth is simple. You didn't need them. You never did. The approval you sought wasn't theirs to give. The only approval you ever needed was your own. The only validation that truly matters is the strength you found within yourself to walk away from their toxic hold. It's the courage you found to choose your happiness over their attempts to drag you down. You have found your freedom. You have found the space to breathe, to grow, to become who you were always meant to be. Now it's time to step into that freedom fully. Walk into the future that's yours to create. Don't let the past define you. Don't let the ghosts of the people who tried to control you haunt your steps. Instead, walk forward with purpose, with pride, with the unshakable belief that you are capable of achieving everything you've ever dreamed of. Let them wonder while you continue to rise. Let them question how you managed to break free from the chains they tried to wrap around you. You are walking into a future that's filled with endless possibilities, and no one can take that from you. They can't undo the power you've discovered within yourself. The door to your future has been unlocked, and no matter how hard they try, they will never have the key to your destiny. That key is yours, and only you can decide how to use it. This is your journey. This is your story. The one thing they never understood is that it was never theirs to control. It was never theirs to dictate. Your life, your happiness, your success. It was never dependent on them. You are the author of your own destiny, the creator of your own future. The power was never in their hands. It was always in yours. They tried to make you feel small, to make you question yourself, to make you beg for validation. But the truth is this: you are not small, you are not inferior, you are more than enough, just as you are. You are the one who holds the pen. You are the one who holds the key to your future. Every step you take from here is a choice you make. Every victory, every failure, every lesson, those are yours to own. You are the one who will decide how your story unfolds. And the most beautiful part is that no one can take that power away from you. So, stand tall, stand proud. You've come so far, and you've only just begun. You've reclaimed your life. You've reclaimed your power. Now go and make it yours. Go and build the life you've always dreamed of. Go and become the person you were always meant to be. You are free, and nothing can ever take that away from you.